What's up? We're here in Dyess, Arkansas. Let's rock and roll. We're here at the boyhood home of one of my all-time favorite musicians and personal hero, Johnny Cash. In 1935, Ray Cash, after having a failed farm, moved his family to the Dyess colony, one of the agricultural colonies set up by the FDR administration during the Great Depression. For no money down, he was given 40 acres and a 5-room house. When they moved in, the house was brand new. They described it as a utopia. The buckets of green paint were still sitting on the floor, and when Carrie Cash saw it, she sat down and cried. She said it was the most beautiful thing she'd ever seen. Let's take a look inside. Here you can see the restoration team showing us around the house. For 2 years, they have been trying to recreate the home to match the memories of the Cash family. Most of the furniture has to be replaced by period-accurate pieces. When the house eventually opens as a museum, the public will be able to see some of the Cash family's actual furniture. One of these pieces is Carrie Cash's piano, where Johnny Cash learned to sing the hymns. Hard to believe so many people lived in such a small house. Here you can see where young J.R. Cash carved his initials into the side of the house. This is the original linoleum, which is insane. It was preserved by carpet. And this is where the stove's head, and it actually burned into this linoleum that's right here. It's incredible.
You guys are gonna take it.
We're in Johnny Cash's bedroom. This is the original linoleum floor. Like I said before, it was preserved by carpet. And there were 2 beds in here and here. This is where Johnny Cash's sisters would have slept, and this is where Johnny Cash and his older brother Jack would have slept. This is Johnny Cash's bedroom window. This is where Johnny Cash slept. And Johnny Cash's closet. We're here in Johnny Cash's parents' bedroom. This is where his parents slept. And this is where his other siblings slept. There's only 2 bedrooms in this house. Johnny Cash was only 3 years old when he moved to this house, and he spent the next 15 years here in the fields picking cotton. Just poor people is all they were, trying to make a living off of black land dirt. This is where Johnny Cash, known back then as JR, spent his formative years. This is where he learned to sing. This is the spot where Johnny Cash would stand and listen to the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, this very spot where I'm standing is where Johnny Cash learned to sing. We're here on Johnny Cash's actual back porch, and he actually stood right here in this spot and watched the rise of the water from the flood. From this back porch and from those experiences came the songs 5 Feet High and Rising and Pickin Time. Eventually the Cash family moved out of this house and into town, and for years the house sat in utter disrepair. Luckily, in 2012, Arkansas State University bought the property and began the restoration process. Plans are to open the home to the public as a museum in 2014. Normally this house is closed to the public. You can stand out here and you can watch it, but since it's being restored, it's fenced off. They do have this nice little mailbox right here where you can leave notes or anything else for Johnny Cash, I guess? Thank you so much for joining me today in beautiful Dyess, Arkansas. I want to give a very special thank you to the Arkansas State University Heritage Properties. I'm Tyler Evans, rock journalist. See you next time. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today in beautiful Dyess, Arkansas.
A grapefruit.